Do we require vaccinations? This question is such a great one. Because, we're all just still coming off of COVID. I think those of us that were parents during that time or close to being parents, will just be forever impacted. I think about my grandparents talking about, the depression, and I didn't really have a sense of what that was, but it was clear that that impacted their life, their thinking, the way they went about everything from spending money to saving money to the food they ate to cleaning their plate. So that's the only thing I kind of relate COVID to is we'll be speaking about it when we're grandparents to our children and the way that it impacted our way of being and way of living and relating as society. And while vaccines and vaccinations were a question before, it really came to light, I think, after COVID. So, short answer is we ask everyone that comes to provide their vaccination records. We are required by the state to submit our records so that they know who comes to school is vaccinated. And so that's our request of you. We don't check them, and we also accept the affidavit saying that you affidavit. I think that's what it's called. The religious exemption that allows you to choose to not vaccinate your children if that's your choice. So we just ask that you give us your records, we report them, and that's that. The reasoning behind this is we feel very strongly that parents know what is best for their family. And the moment we start dictating what someone in our school should do for their health or wellness, it feels out of balance for the promises that we've made as a school. We trust the learners in the same hand. We trust the parents, and we're a partner with you, but we're not here to tell you what to do in this realm. So please, when you come, have your records ready or your exemption, and we'll accept it, and we will turn it into the state. Actually, our first real press appearance was an article that just came out a couple weeks ago, citing that we had low vaccination numbers. Now the numbers are kind of skewed because they reported certain grades, so they're like, this many kindergartners, this percent is vaccinated. And we don't really do grades, so it's like we report the numbers the best we can. We also have a very small population, so some years we might have hardly any kindergartners. Well, not hardly any, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. That was our claim to fame so far, and had other reporters follow up with us after that, reporting that we had low vaccination numbers. It isn't something we're necessarily proud of. It's actually something we're not aware of because we don't even check the numbers. We just report them. That being said, if someone would have asked me, I would have had a good guess that our community was probably low because we have a lot of families at the school that are really deliberate in their choices. They're deliberate in their school choice. That's why they chose us. They're deliberate in their health choices, and have intentionally done research, looked into things, and chosen what they think is right for their family. And that's not a blanket statement. If that doesn't, we have people who vaccinate and people that don't. And we all get along and are great friends together. I think that none of us really know the full impact of either choice, frankly. We all think we know a lot more in the scientific realm and health realm than we do. And there's more and more evidence coming to light about all the things all the time. We do have a great experience from the past, which is why vaccines are such a big deal for our children today, and why children in public school get vaccinated, and why private schools have to report. Is definitely something to keep our eyes on. I think it's really important as a society, and we trust parents to make the best choice that you know how for your family. And we'll just report the numbers. I guess on that note, just during COVID, when we were able to open back up, we didn't mandate masks, but again, left it open to parents. And right or wrong at the time, whether you agree with that or not, I'd only point this out to highlight our reasoning, well, to highlight sort of where we try and fall on these kind of issues. We are not the experts. We trust families to do what they feel is best for their family, and we want to respect that. We believe that we can have a wonderful, connected community, whether we're wearing masks or not wearing masks, whether we're vaccinated or not vaccinated, and that we can disagree on issues and still be the best of friends. And that's what really the whole Acton philosophy comes down to, is that we can disagree on one thing and agree on another thing, and we can work together, and we can build a civil society together. We can have conversation. We can even change our mind about topics. We can move society together, move society forward together, even if we disagree on some things at a very deep level. And that's what's missing in our society in so many ways. If you say you disagree with someone, it feels like a personal attack to them, and it almost feels like we're just not even gonna be in the same room together. We say no to that. We say, let's disagree respectfully. Let's talk our points out. Let's be friends with people who have very different points of view, very different backgrounds. Let's be people together and know that we don't know everything. We are humans. We are frail, and we fall and fail as humans. And that's also so beautiful, that we are human and we have the opportunity to fail and get back up, that we can be resilient, that we can support someone and empathize with someone because they're human going through a hard thing. And even if we haven't gone through that same hard thing, we have enough connectedness as humans to respect and help and lift where we can. So never a short answer from me, but hopefully you get a little more clarity on what our stance is, and also why it's that. That's really important, that the why backs up everything we do. We want to be deliberate with everything we do here at Acton, with the way we go about designing the learning day, playing outdoors, asking for paperwork from parents. We can always get better, and we're committed to being deliberate and supporting you on your journey and your child on their journey. If you want to tour the school, if you want to see what's going on up close and personal, schedule a visit day or an introduction tour. We'll see you there.